started off with Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, where it says we can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. So that's just a little reminder that we can certainly do all things. Just stay encouraged and just stay focused and just keep going. If you don't get it done today, get it done tomorrow. Just keep pressing. If you don't get it done this hour, get it done. Try to work towards the next hour, and so forth and so on. Okay, and so what we're gonna do on this part here, I think I'm not gonna do a spacer. I'm just gonna just do it like this. We're just gonna use this bead. We're gonna restore the bead back on there. That's so, like so, and then I think I'm gonna do a spacer on this one. Let's see. Let's see. But as I restore this, um, just know that whatever your dreams are, maybe you like to write. Maybe you're a writer and just like to write poetry or whatever you like to write. Just don't give up on that. Just every one of us have different dreams and different gifts and talents. They're not all the same, but they kind of like it's really something just like the body of Christ. We all just like kind of fit together. We support each other. You know, um, and that's the way it goes. So just stay encouraged and keep going forward. Don't look back. Just keep going forward. You know, even like sometimes even in a relationship, we sometimes have a tendency of looking back, and it's always better to just stay focused and stay forward. Because I feel like this, even in my life being single, I just kind of feel like I'm just trusting God. Whatever God has for me at this point, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be His will is being performed right now. You know what I mean? So like we can like try to be concerned and take things in our own hands, but I've got to the place and I've learned to just trust the Lord and leave things in His hand because He has a set time for everything, and I'm making sure that my next relationship, the man he's gonna have to go through God in order to get to me. He's gonna have to go through the Father, and the Father would definitely let me know because I learned to listen attentively to, and when He talks to me, I listen. So He'll let me know if He's ready, if He's ready or if He's not ready. He would definitely let me know because just like Sierra and what's his name, Russell, yeah. Anyway, like I heard before she got married and how she had journaled everything, all the desires that she wanted, like in a man and everything, and how she wanted her husband to be, and I remember when I heard her testimony, and she said that God gave her everything she desired, and as a husband, so that lets you know God will give you the desires of your heart. He will. If your desires lined up with His will, He will definitely give them to you. So they say we got to be careful what we hope and pray for, because you just might get it, but when you get it, what you're gonna do with it? That's the thing. You know, have any of you women or you ladies had a man to tell you that he prayed for you, and then when he got you, he didn't know what to do with you? Isn't that something? See, this is different, but I think it's coming out kind of cute. But you know what? I think I'm gonna put a spacer right here. I'm gonna do a spacer. Yeah. So anyway, I just think that's kind of funny. When they want you, and then when they get you, they don't know what to do with you. Or men, even women. They run across a good guy or whatever, and they tell him, oh, I prayed and always wanted a man like you, but then when she gets you, she don't know how to treat you. She don't know what to do with you, right? That is so funny. But even in a situation like that, because sometimes we hope for something and we want something and we don't know what to do with it because we're not used to it. Even in a situation like that, guess what? You pray and trust God, because if you prayed for it, God will show you what to do with it, and He'll show you how to take care of it, nurture it. He really would. So sometimes we'll just get afraid or scared of a situation because it seems like it's too much, and then we just make a mess out of things. But if God brought it to you, He'll show you how to maintain it. Trust and believe that, you know. Trust and believe that. But these nails is kind of, to make it be a little bit more easier. But anyway, so yes, it's something. Relationships are so funny. I was married over 31 years to, only been married once, but I was married for 31 years. Got married when I was like 21. And, it's funny because my, well, at the time, my husband, he was married twice before he got to me. So I was wife number 3, right? And me and him, we never, he used to tell me we weren't friends. He used to tell me, oh, because he was much older than me, and he used to always tell me, oh, we're not friends, I'm not your friend, but and it was okay because I was young and I really didn't care because he was a rebound and I was a rebound for him too. We was both 2 rebounds, and I tell you that marriage right there it was funny because when I got married, it was the twilight zone, right? When I was walking down the little aisle, we went to a chapel. We got married in a chapel in Los Angeles, right on Wilshire Boulevard. And as I was walking down the aisle, it's the funniest thing because the Twilight Zone was playing. It was on the 4th of July. I got married on the 4th of July, right? And so the Twilight Zone was playing the whole time as I was walking down. And you know what? It's so funny because on every one of my anniversaries, we never spent together. I can count on one hand on how many times we spent an anniversary together. Especially with it being Independence Day. You know how they call it Independence? Oh, I was doing my thing. He did his. It was just maybe a few times we had our anniversary together. But other than that, it was Twilight Zone marathon. So yeah, that's not a good thing. So I know now if I ever go into a relationship or another, I'm gonna make sure that I'm whole and healthy because it's nothing like going into a situation to get over another situation, another relationship. That's bad business. That's not the thing to do. But you live and you learn from your mistakes. So anyway, you know, I think I'm gonna end this episode of this, and what I'll do is that I'm gonna complete this. Um, I'm gonna complete making this keychain, okay? And I'll just on the next episode, I'll just show you guys the finishing parts of this. Okay, so anyway, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and to subscribe and share my story with someone. And if you guys want more contents like this and want me to complete the project before you, I would do that as well. But I don't want to do part 4, and I really don't want to drag this out, make it too long. So I'm just gonna end it, and we'll just pick up on. Maybe I'll just pick up on repairing some pillows, okay? But thanks for tapping in with Stephanie, okay? And again, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And have a good evening.